Cool, recording. Right, we've just sold out of our Sahili Rays. We got 9 tickets for them, which is pretty reasonable, considering we got them for about 1 at the time. That was before the Crazy Copycat combo came out in Kaladesh. Some nice alliteration there, but hope your Sundays have been good. What have I been up to today? Well, I haven't actually. All the magic stuff I've been doing recently has basically been a background thing to the amount of Stardew Valley I've actually been playing. I've managed to get my wife into it as well, which is pretty good actually. I quite enjoy sitting on the sofa, but it sort of we sit there both going, "Oh, that looks a bit cool. What have you got? Oh, no, that's nice." Although I think I've been spending way more time on it than she has, or at least I've been min maxing my game, and she's sort of been doing random stuff, and I think I've ended up with a huge amount of money, and she's looking at going, "How have you got so much cash?" It's good fun. But yeah, I'm trying to think of content for you guys. Mostly modern stuff I would love to see and do. Again, it's I think this month is not ideal for me. It's pretty tight money wise at the moment, but next month I should be able to do some stuff, which I think would be quite good. I want to try and do some combo-y kind of things, obviously. Okay, can everyone see that? Yes. All right. So, Oath of Ajani. What I need to do actually on the other page is have open Aether Revolt draft bombs in LSV. Did LSV review things this time? I like Scrapper Champion. Red green double strike, pretty good. Oath of Ajani is sort of fine. Fatal Push seems like it could probably be quite good though. Yeah, first pick push. I think it's probably not the end of the world if we do take first pick push. Yeah, it's pretty value. I don't know what it's at the moment, but all right. I think we'll just reserve it, but I kind of want to push a red green deck if we can. 2.9 tickets. That's pretty value. All right. Trying to push red green in this hand is tricky. I mean, Daring Demolition, we could go black. I've just been black, but Let's see. If we're going to go black, what's the best cards in black? Says LSV. Fatal Push is a 5-star card, so what about Daring Demolition? 2. Kind of want something a bit better than that. Maybe this Mobile Garrison? Alright, well, we'll take a Demolition. I think that's fine. I'm just going to scan through the black cards now. Battle at the Bridge, Daring Demolition, Fatal Push, Fenhauer, Gifted Ethorn. So Siphon is good. Herald, and all the Henny stuff. Right, what do we want here then? Siege modification seems a bit weird. Maybe Tezzeret's Touch. I don't really want to go blue-black again. That was not ideal last time. This pack is not super. If if I wanted to go, I can still go red, red green at the moment. We don't have to push too hard into it, but we might get a bunch of decent cards if we stick black. So I think, yeah, it's a bit greedy. I kind of like the Salvager better, but also the Strangler. I think we'll take Strangler. I just like Menace. I think Menace is pretty sweet. I'm surprised it's not actually in the LSV thing. Maybe it's just he's not putting some cards in. I don't know. This pack is kind of just interesting. Maulfist Revolutionary. It's very green. Could go red black. I think the problem is that most of the I don't know. Maybe we'll go the 4/3 Prowler. I mean, it's a reasonably fine card. The rest of this pack doesn't seem particularly wonderful. I'm really confused. I'm surprised that there's no cards on the LSV page, which there's quite a lot missing. Resource will return. I just had somebody use against me, which was pretty good for them. Foundry Hornet seems particularly good if we're going to be black. I mean, I think at this point we might as well go black, and but we kind of want to be going, black green then, I guess, to get something with some counters on, or black plus the silly keyword that makes +1/+1s. Not improvised. The one in the other set. Foundry Assembler. Interesting. I think out of these cards, none of these are particularly wonderful. I think if I want to go green, then I might go for something like Prey Upon, just to get some damage. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Yeah. That's a new challenge, is to first pick Dark Intimations. What could possibly go wrong? This pack is fine, I guess. I'm going to go on Alley Strangler because the Automaton seems fine, but it's not ideal. Whir of Invention, again, not great. Probably this is alright, or the Salvage is alright for the Hornet, so I think this is easier to trigger, certainly. Now, if we want to go green, what are we going to go? I think are we going to go Leopard? Leopard is better than the Elite, although there are quite a lot of flyers around. That's the only thing I'm slightly worried about. I think a Leopard is a slightly better card, so we'll go with that. Now, we have got a lot of 2/2s, so realistically, this Garrison might be a good pick. The alternative is something like this Lifecraft Awakening, but I'd rather go for this Garrison. Wow. Well, I think black is open. Black's definitely open. Wow. Okay. Well, all the black cards. Everything CMC3. So we're hoping for some awesome black rares. I don't know what those look like, but Yeheni might be... No. Yeheni's Expertise would be good. Yes, that's what we want. Yeheni's Expertise. Or Herald of Anguish. or carry Zev's expertise is a thing. I mean, we aren't actually in another colour yet, so we could be in red. I think what's the rest of this pack look like? A Daredevil Dragster. Velocity counters on it. It is card draw, and it's a 4/4. We could go white black. Go for this Osprey. Expertise fairly mediocre. Okay. I could believe that. So I think we've got Dragster or Osprey, and I could be torn between them. I think I'd like one of these two. I think the rest of these cards are fine. Not Bandai, you think? It does work quite well. All right, well, we're going green then. If we're going with that, we're going green. That is not a problem. If we're going green, then perhaps we want Druid of the Cow. The Fenhauler is uninspiring. I mean, 5/5 is fine. Ramp is good. I mean, ramp is always good. Nobody ever got fired for taking ramp. Barrel's expertise. That's actually quite a good card in its colours. So the growth gets us a card as well. Yeah, I think we're going to go for ramp. I like it. But we are not being rewarded. Potentially we'd take a statuary again. I really liked the statuary last time. I'm not going to build around it. It's just quite a nice... Well, it depends how many actual artifacts we're making. It's actually not as many as I was expecting. Certainly not a huge number of ways of actually making them. So might take that. 6/6 dumb 6/6 is fine, but true 3 is quite expensive. Shock could go Jund. I think 3 colours is a little bit ambitious in limited. I think statuary seems like a reasonable plan. Now, this Requisitioner is pretty sly and did not really do a lot for us last time. Lifecraft can be fun. That might have been in the previous pack. Yeah, I think that was the... Which one was the Lifecraft? Or was that the one that gains scry? No, I can't remember. You're probably right. Wow, none of the colours we want are in this pack, are they? I mean, we're not triggering that with the current thing, and it's a very expensive card. I think I'd rather just take this 2/2 reach, to be perfectly honest. Another Prowler seems fine. There's quite a lot of cheap stuff that can get killed by this. Yeah. Not ideal, but... Oh, the XG that puts counters and makes... Okay, yeah, I can see that. Sure. I think I've tried it before. Right, 3/3 for 4 is fine. Especially if it makes a token. Now, I've got another Daring Demolition, which kind of is fine as well. You know, more removal is always good. Sorcery speed removal is not as good, but I'm going to take that. There we go. So I think we'll take this. Take the herder now. May sacrifice an artifact. If you do, put 2 counters on it, and each opponent loses 2 life. So it's 6/6 for 6. It's not ideal. Servo schematic makes a bunch of tokens. Could work. I mean, we do have a statuary, so we'll go for the big stupid creature. Well, we'll have another 4th bridge prowler. I think having that many 1/1s is, well, it's not sensible, but we'll see. Lifecraft Awakening. Okay, good. Well, that one came round. That one came round. I'm slightly worried by all the black cards that keep coming round. I'm not a particularly strong black player. I'm worse at red and green, so you know there is that. Universal Solvent is actually playable, so seems reasonable. Let's hope for a decent pack from Kaladesh. And an infusion, sure. So, how's everyone's Sunday been so far? What have you been up to? Ooh. Well, that's not triggering. So I'm gonna wrath things. That seems like a good plan. Wrathy. And hope we get the rare. We want a rare from Kaladesh. Engineered Might, that is not a thing. Filigree Fox came around. So that's nice. I think Die Young is probably a better kill spell. Just kill everything. We've got Make Obsolete, 2 Daring Demolitions, and a Die Young, so hopefully stuff's dying, yo. Pity we didn't get a Yahenni's expertise in the other packs, but you can't be choosers. Beggars can't be choosers, rather. Ooh, Subtle Strike. Whenever an artifact, you may return from your graveyard to your hand. So recurring for 2. Huh. That's pretty sweet. I think the Subtle Strike might be a little... Well, what creatures do we actually have? I'm kind of inclined to take this over the Subtle Strike. Yeah, removal.deck. Yep, that's what we're doing. Having said removal.deck, I think I'm going to take this Daredevil and see how that goes. The Contraband Kingpin. I think we had that last time and it was sort of fine, but yeah. Right, Rhino I think is actually quite a good card. 3/4 is pretty strong. Sky Skiff actually also is pretty decent for us because we don't really have a way of dealing with flyers, and having a flyer of our own is pretty good. So I think we're going to take the Sky Skiff actually. Oh, wow. Surely Pummeler is money. Electrostatic. Oh no, it's not. Almost nothing. Okay, maybe it's just a limited thing. So, yeah, we kind of just want this live fast, I think. I mean, Ballista Charger seems fine, but I think I'd rather just have cards. Lost Legacy. How terrible would it be to take Lost Legacy in Kaladesh block? LSV Kaladesh black. Let's see. Let's just see what LSV thinks. Where he's probably going to say, "Don't do that." I think he'll probably say that's a terrible, terrible idea. 0. Limited. No. I hate these kind of cards, and this even gives your cards the opponent's back if you snag any from their hand. Do not play this card. All right. I guess we're going to attune with Aether instead. We've been told you get 1 more energy for the counter. Ooh, I like Fabrication Module. I really do. I'm going to take Fabrication Module. Another Pummeler. Ooh. As an additional cost, sacrifice. Well, draws cards. More draw. So I'm drawing cards and killing thing. Right. There we go. We're just picking cards now. There's no thinking. We are going to live fast 3 times and then die young. So we're going to draw all the cards, draw all the cards, draw all the cards, kill everything, and then win. Good plan? Yes. Yeah, sure. Well, that's a deck. I think we can possibly even go mono black. If we can go mono black, then I will certainly be very happy. I think I'd probably even try going mono black if we can. Well, Fatal Push, 3 Prowlers. Let's go for a lookout. Yeah, Die Young's good. Couple of Stranglers, couple of Salvages. The Resourceful Return actually works quite nicely. Yeah, go with that. The more draw. Da, da, da. 2 kills. Wow. Yep. So mono black. Unless I have an inspiring reason not to go mono black, I think I'd rather go mono black. Statuary is not a good fit here because we're not actually doing that much. We'll have a garrison. I think I like that. Doesn't fly, which could be bad, but Fabrication Module I think is going to be pretty sweet with all this energy, incidental energy stuff we're doing. Wow, we're up to 26. Let's just skim over to the deck and boost it up so we can all see the cards. So yeah, I guess what do we take out? We've got 12 creatures, so we could swap in something like... We don't really want another cheap creature, but it's kind of a mana dump, which is nice. The Workshop Assistant doesn't really work for us. Cut to live fasts. Yeah, potentially. Well, and then go 16 cards. I don't think... Or 16 lands. Or maybe and one of the... I'm not entirely convinced about this one. The Lookout. Although it is quite good with the Sky Skiff. I think that's literally the only combination that will be good for us. What about this Foundry Hornet? Are we actually going to ever have a counter? Yes, we are. 2 of these Defiant Salvages. So that seems good. Should we just go 16? 16 lands? I mean, we are talking just swamps here, so probably fine. Mono black? Can we wreck with mono black? That is the question. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Well, until we sideboard, and then we can discuss it. I hear no dissension. All right. Well, that is the. I think that is. Yeah, it's a good question. That is the drafting phase done. Let's try this mono black. I have no idea how this is going to play out, so I'm excited to find out. So I will see you. If you're watching on YouTube, I'll see you tomorrow. Look at that, all joined together.